Okay, I'm working on limited space here because of the work I did here, but the same thing is done here. So I will take another piece of paper and do it on a separate sheet. Some of you do that. That's a good plan. Always a good plan. Combine the two together. Log base 2 of the product of x and x plus 2. That gives me an x squared plus 2x equals 3. I'm condensing this by, when it says addition, I'm multiplying. And when I get here, I have a log equal to a number. If it was a log equal to another log, like we saw here, just ignore the log and set those equal. We can't. We have to rewrite this as an exponent. 2 to the third power equals x squared plus 2x. It's the same thing we've been doing. We're just starting to incorporate some stuff now instead of just another number. Well, that's an 8. 2 to the third power. Please understand it's not a 9, and some people will call it a 9. You're just confused. So it's 8. So we subtract 8 from both sides. I take that away. I now have a 0 on this side, and I have an x squared. Well, you can see it's an x squared plus 2x minus 8. Well, that can be factored. That gives me an x plus 4 and an x minus 2. Multiply a 4, negative 2 gives you a negative 8. 4 minus 2 is a positive 2. That gives me two solutions here. X equals negative 4 and x equals positive 2. Well, there they are, negative 4, positive 2. However, I'm going to prompt you here to look at something. Two solutions, however, one doesn't work when you plug it into the original equation. Which solution does not work? Well, if you go back, if you check it with your calculator, calculator's going to say something, some sort of angry message to you. Well, first of all, you can't plug it into your calculator, at least yet, because of the base 2. So the answer that doesn't work is the negative 4. And why doesn't the negative 4 work? You can't take the log of a negative number. Let's try it. We've got our calculator. Log, I know it's not a base 2, but let's say it's the log of, well, let's say the log of 1, or even the log of 100. Let's do that. Okay, it's 2. But what if I tried to take the log of negative 100? Non-real answer. It's basically the equivalent of saying taking the square root of a negative number, because no power that you can raise, you can't raise to any power to, well, doesn't work. The only valid solution then is equal to 2. That was a poor explanation. But you can't take the log of a negative, because 2 raised to no power is going to become a negative. And I'll leave it at that. The one that we saw in the calculator was log base 10 of negative 100. Again, we can take a 10 and turn it into 100 by raising it to the second power if that wasn't a positive. But there's nothing that you can do, nothing at all, no, that can turn a 10 into a negative 10 just using an exponent.